Hey everyone, it's Alex, and welcome to this Marvel Snap video where we're going to be discussing Ezekiel Sims, the latest Series 5 card to enter Marvel Snap. It's a 2/2 that reads, after you play a card with higher power here, give this +2 power and move this to another location. So right off the rip, I obviously wasn't very excited about Ezekiel Sims. I had my reservations, and I should mention, a lot of people did comment about like, oh, Ezekiel Sims must really suck, that's why Alex did Chameleon first. The way I decide like which video I'm going to do first is usually based on A, my interest, and B, your interest, right? I was like more excited about Chameleon than I was Ezekiel Sims, so I did the video first. If I think that like people are really interested in a season pass card, even if I think another card might be better, I'll do the season pass card first, right? I try to gauge, my interest, the community interest, and make a decision as to which video should be released first. Just give a little bit of behind the scenes baseball. But yeah, Ezekiel Sims, a 2/2 that often gets to about a 2/8, which I think is pretty much the ceiling. Is he good? He's honestly not bad. He's not a bad card. But the thing is, he seems like a supporting character. He feels so similar to Silk, where it's like, it would be, even if the decks are popping off, it's so hard to say, yes, you gotta get Ezekiel Sims, because like Silk kind of does the same thing for strict move, where Ezekiel Sims kind of has some benefit, is alongside the season pass card in Spider-Punk, and of course, alongside Superior Spider-Man, because when you play Superior Spider-Man on top of Ezekiel Sims, you satisfy the requirement of having a buffed card on the field of play. So that's something worth considering. The season actually synergizes very effectively with Ezekiel Sims if that's what you're looking to do. So if you're playing Superior Spider-Man decks and you're playing Spider-Punk decks, then Ezekiel Sims could be worth considering. But my initial impressions are that like this card is simply not carrying the archetype. I tried in testing to move away from the Human Torch style move, which honestly I don't even think Ezekiel Sims is going to be a core part of, and more of like the Silky Smooth style decks, and see what we can do with regards to Ezekiel Sims being a core component of the recently buffed Hydra Stomper becoming a key carry card. Can Kraven carry? Can Batroc the Leaper carry? And so Ezekiel Sims in that sense is a very good supporting card, but it's not the star of the show at all. The key thing between it and Silk, by the way, is that it does get buffed. So you are getting synergy with Superior Spider-Man, but Superior Spider-Man is not necessary at all in these move-based builds. In fact, you probably don't want him there, even though I did test him with it and I thought it was kind of fun. But realistically, Ezekiel Sims is just okay. He's fine. If you happen to be rolling packs and you get him, I mean, it's not worth being upset about, but I don't think it's also worth being excited about. He is just a mid card. That's my opinion. But it's kind of crazy to say that at the same time, because he does get to like 2/6, 2/8. Those are good stat lines. And if you actually consider what he's doing as well, he moves and he's buffing Hydra Stomper. He's buffing Batroc the Leaper. He's buffing Kraven. So Move likes these activators. And I actually got to thinking, I think the only reason why I don't really think Ezekiel Sims is that essential is because of what like Human Torch and that side of Move tends to do with its power levels. If we could fix the Human Torch as the outlier and focused more on Move being this kind of move where like they kind of just synergize together and things are bouncing around everywhere, then Ezekiel Sims makes a lot more sense. I actually think that it's more fun and engaging to play Move like Ezekiel Sims wants you to play Move, with Silk moving around, Kraven getting buffed, Batroc jumping up, Spider-Man moving, stuff like that. I think that is more interesting than I'm just going to chain together movement with Human Torch. I actually prefer this version. And if the Human Torch were to get nerfed and this version were to get buffed to some degree, like they did with Hydra Stomper, which is a great example, then suddenly Ezekiel Sims makes more sense. So I guess the problem with Ezekiel Sims is not that it's a bad card, it's that it just doesn't do what Move's highest caliber decks want to do. That's kind of my concern, if that makes any sense. Regardless though, let's talk about some decks. All right, when it comes to deck building, this is the deck that I was experimenting with on stream, and was it good? It was fine. It was definitely fine. I won games at a very positive win rate. It was ranking up very steadily, and I wanted to incorporate the Season Pass cards specifically to test them alongside Ezekiel Sims, and that's the reason why I have Superior Spider-Man here. I have Spider-Punk here. Could more optimal lists go without these cards? Perhaps. But I wanted to test Ezekiel Sims with these brand new cards because I felt like they were designed in tandem together. Did the deck work? Yes, it did. Was it fun to play? Yes, it was. You could absolutely cut Web Sling from here if you desire. Web Sling of all these actually did not feel as good as some of the other ones. Web Sling is likely going to be a Human Torch style card, and ultimately everything else just moves on its own, which is great. But what I'll tell you is that generally speaking, I found that Hydra Stomper was getting to tremendous powers, like well above 10 power, which is really cool to see. And that extra 1 power that they got via buff does make a bit of a difference. You certainly notice it. This does not have a Heimdall. I was testing a version with Hellion as well. I ultimately landed on this as what I preferred. And you might notice Shang-Chi is in this deck. The reason why Shang-Chi is in this deck is because I'm still concerned with the man spiders and stuff like that. And in a move style list like this, I feel like you could surprise people with Shang-Chi, because on turn 6, you are able to move Vision, move Spider-Punk, activate Silk. You have all of these secondary move options, and literally Miles Morales is probably a 1 cost, and then you also have Shang-Chi available to you. So you're able to do some creative things and maximize the potential of like swinging one lane with Shang-Chi and then moving things around at the same time. I actually liked him in this deck. You can go greedier, of course, but I think Shang-Chi serves an important purpose. What's interesting, though, is statistically, according to Untapped, because this is the next day, we do have 24 hours of stats, Sauron Sims is currently the highest win rate version of Ezekiel Sims, running a 57% win rate and a relatively positive cube rate, albeit because we have a very small sample size in 24 hours. This is ranks 70 to 100. This deck here is literally one of the few decks where you could consistently play on top of Ezekiel Sims and expect him to bounce around getting buffed because you're playing such big chunks, right? And it's kind of interesting to think that Ezekiel Sims might actually perform better in a Sauron deck than in a move deck that you would think it's designed for. But statistically, it is. It's doing really well. And so I want to showcase this deck as well as an alternate idea if you're interested in trying something a little unique. Regardless, my take on Ezekiel Sims is that this card is not one you need to FOMO into. It is a little underwhelming, but not necessarily because it's a bad card. It's just if you want to play move and you want to play move at the highest levels, you're probably playing the Human Torch variations and not the Silky Smooth style, which is what I think Ezekiel Sims wants to do. And as a result, it's a card that's likely going to be skippable for you. But if you want to see it in action, we got some gameplay highlights here that will certainly showcase the card, showcase what it's capable of, and of course, these decks as well. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing, hit that like button if you haven't already, and all that related YouTube cringe, and we'll see you in these highlights. I love drawing cards. Thank you for that, game. It's most appreciated, honestly. Thank you. We got Ezekiel Sims. We've got Kraven. Now, we can use Ezekiel Sims to... Like, we can use Kraven to ship Sims. That could be potentially fun. Move this here. I think we move Kraven. I think we want Kraven down. The next turn, we Sims Silk. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Let's do this, though. This makes sense. We want Kraven down, don't we? Next turn, we can combo Ezekiel Sims. Turn 5, we can do it with Spider-Punk. Ideally, we use Silk for the second proc on Ezekiel Sims. If we use him on the first, he'll be 4 power. Morales can move him. We got Vision anyway. Never mind. I don't think it matters because Vision's going to move him on turn 5. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm thinking too hard. I don't play a lot of move, right? Have you tried Star Wars Unlimited? So, Max, I have. I actually played Star Wars Unlimited with Cozy. When we were at PAX East, Cozy and I played it together. And that is kind of the basis of my experience. I've been playing a ton of Riftbound, though. Like, I've been legitimately enjoying Riftbound. Like, truly, legitimately enjoying Riftbound. It's been a fun game, man. Very fun game. Okay, we're going to ship Silk here. So these move, this jumps. Yeah. Riftbound's been fantastic. A lot of community excitement as well. Was actually discussing with a fellow content creator who shall go unnamed for the time being in order to not facilitate too much hype or anything about potentially doing a collaboration of sorts around Riftbound. See where it takes us. I've been opening stuff. I've been working through a box. I'm not quite done opening my box. I have a couple rare Temu cards, and I don't know. We'll see. I gotta figure it out. I've been playing Jinx. Like, if you're talking about the starter decks with Riftbound, I've been playing Jinx. I think Jinx is cool. I was actually a pretty good play there. We forced the Ezekiel Sims to the left there. As Dara comes in with the massive raid. Dara, you know I love you. And friends of Dara, welcome to the stream. And we did get that win. Let's go. Retreat win for Ezekiel Sims. We did have 3 locations locked down. Vision, massive Hydra. I'm so glad they buffed Hydra Stomper. It looked like it needed a little bit of love. But Hydra Stomper got buffed. Yeah, we had lines there. We had that win in the palm of our hands. Let's give this gamer a little fist bump. Let's go. There it is. People have suggested that the initial fist bump right off the rip is like, you know, good-mannered and kind. And the fist bump at the end of the game is what tilts people. So, I don't know. I'm just trying not to piss everyone off, I guess. We'll go Ezekiel Sims here. We have him on curve with the Spider Punk. We can also consider something along the lines of Silk, but Silk can be used to move him next round. But we can do this. This is kind of cool. Batroc into Silk? They move together? Well, let's try it. The problem is, now Silk is not going to be able to use to move him. Okay, this might be an educational misplay. Because now I need 5 power to move him, right? So Spider-Punk cannot move him. Hydra Stomper can. Look at this. Look at this gameplay, gamers. Oh, wrecked. So Ezekiel Sims being absolutely scammed here. Expected gameplay. Pump this, see what happens. So far, a particularly educational game of Marvel Snap. Hydra Stomper would have been great. Come on, Batroc. Yes. Look at that gamer. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Hydra Stomper really enjoying his buff that he received. This is cringe. I could do this, but I don't want to do that, bro. Do I move? Pump the Silk? Move, pump the Silk. This jumps over. Drop this here, and almost crash? I might do this. Can't believe Kang was Spider-Woman, by the way. Oh, did I mess up the Silk lines? Lol, I did. Whatever. Could have done the Silk lines better. I could have played there to there, whatever. So I gave up a little power on Hydra Stomper. Bro, what? Well, I get to move him now. But also, I could punch. So I have initiative. So what do I do here? Do I punt? Punt Essen? Essen? Isan? Bro, I don't know. Punt this. Play 4 here. This is probably a dub, no? Problem is I can't even move Sims. I can't. I don't have the power to move them. I can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power. I think he's going to be relying on Isan here, so I think we pump the Isan. It's probably fine. Silk moves. Blobbers? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a solid enough win. Ezekiel Sims was cringe the entire time and only got to 4 power. That being said, this is our first game with him, so maybe we misplayed slightly. But the fact that he kind of powers up and you have to exceed that power to get him to get the extra proc makes it hard. Like, we weren't able to reliably move him, so but that's only one game. Ezekiel Sims, baby. We're playing Ezekiel Sims. They have a Shadow King. Relatively concerning gameplay, if you ask me. Oh, we're cooked. We're moving all our power out of here. Or do we just, like, try not... Oh, Fist Tower. You love to see it. Thank you so much, Fist Tower. Thank you for coming to show your support for our Marvel Snap experience. They need to snap, like, right now. They have multiple Shadow Kings. Multiple Shadow Kings? Do not come right, asshat. Don't you dare, Sims. You go mid. I mean, we're just... I think they give Rocket Pad anyway. Let's see what happens. Never mind, they're playing Rocket Pad. We're screwed. This guy goes right anyways. F me. I hate myself. Why do I do this crap? Why do I do this to myself? Oh, he moved again! He could have went back. Whatever, we're cooked. This goes left, goes right as well, just to piss me off. All right. Hellion? Well, you've got an additional power there. Congratulations on your victory at Rocket Lab, or Rocket Pad. I should say Maxi Pad, whatever, I don't know. We're going to... We could even Shadow King that if we wanted to. But what we're gonna do is play Vision and Web Sling. A Web Sling here, maybe. No. Move this guy. No. Wait. Vision. Let's wait. Hold on. Move. I almost want to do Shadow King first to take the power off. We don't need to. Move. Web Sling, Vision. We cook. Let's try this. Uh-oh. Fist Tower is going to pump our cheeks so hard, man. Oh, God. This Silk is going to be just feeling great. Silk's going to go right. Oh! Left Silk. We got some left Silk gameplay. Let's go. Move this. This jumps. Wait. We can SK the Silk. This jumps. We're going to SK the Sims, though? Give 2 power back? Wait. Hold on. But then it's just going to move. Vision's SK right? Honestly, Vision SK right's a neat idea. Do this. Drop this. Right? Potentially win there. You negate all that power. It'll be full, so he doesn't move. Move here. Play this? I don't know. Whatever. This might be funny. Let's try this. They beat me by 1! What a wild game. By 1. Can you believe it? 1 was the difference. Silk went back to 5 power, went left. Craven got buffed, but it wasn't enough. Ah, good old Fisk Tower. How exciting. Good old Silk. Fist Tower won't scam us ever. There's no way Fist Tower scams us. Ain't no way. Got some wave gameplay. What kind of shenanigans are they up to? G-Man mid? Uh-oh. G-Man left, lol. Ooh, Sarah. Not what I expected. Guys, we've got some Sarah gameplay. It's not what I thought was going to happen, but it's what we received. Not the expectation, but this is the life we lead. Sims. Pump them. Ship this. No, this. Sims Craven. Ship this. Wait, we gotta make sure that Silk doesn't end up here. At the same time, I want... Like, we're kind of scuffed. Everything's screwed. Sims should jump mid? I don't know, whatever. So I didn't want him to jump there. Okay, not great. Alright, they're trying to do some interesting things. They are trying to, at the very least, do some interesting things here. We have no targets. Can't really. I don't know. We can't win really. Just out of space. I was expecting Onslaught, but like Onslaught, what? They have 7 energy, and Sarah, I guess. So Onslaught for 5, and Mr. Fantastic. It has to be Fanta, right? Ezekiel Sims jumps mid. Oh, move. Ah, let's see it. We can't play the kitty because we need space. Patrock. Yeah, everything's scuffed. Fist Tower screwed us too. Oh, Ezekiel Sims got the buff, but not the movement. That's interesting. This has to be Fanta, right? Yeah. Cool attempt. That was actually a cool play. I like what they're trying to do there. A little bit of a combo play. We knew we couldn't win left. I figured we can win the right there. Okay, interesting. Very notable that it gets the +2 power whether or not it moves. Good to know. Ooh. It's been a while since I've seen some Hood gameplay. Obviously super popular with Misery, who recently got nerfed. Poor Misery. Getting absolutely pumped. Kicked right in the pantaloons is Misery. Miserable experience for Misery enjoyers. Okay, do we do Craven? Craven next turn? You got it, right? Craven next turn into Kitty Pryde Elsa. Oh, Ezekiel Sims, bro. Craven has to go here. Kitty Pryde goes here. Just thinking where we're going to want. Miniaturized Lab kind of sucks. We also want to get this Silk out. We want Elsa out on the next turn alongside Kitty if possible. Wait, that's beneficial for me? Yes. Craven enjoys that. Thank you. Ooh, I like the idea of using the demon. Kitty Pryde guarantees Silk left, by the way. Ooh. Kind of want to do this. Problem is the move. The Elsa move has been awkward. So here's the problem, and the reason why I think we might have to cut Elsa. I'll just show what the problem is. So you move the shield, it resolves first, but the way the staging works is when you play Kitty Pryde, she doesn't actually get the Elsa buff. the shield and Kitty Pryde don't work. So maybe we do this. Set up for the next turn. Or instead of doing Elsa at all, we just do this. Damn, I think we gotta cut Elsa, guys. Why did I play Kitty in this deck? Kitty, I thought, was a good idea in order to allow... I might do the opposite order. Kitty enables Silk to move around very effectively as well. Also works very well with Elsa, but I'm feeling like Elsa might have to go. I was right to flip the order, by the way, to force their Silk to move more. Which might help their, what's his name? Their Hydra Stopper, but I want my Craven to go absolutely insane, so... Got extra energy. We got a Giganto. But Giganto unplayable thanks to Miniaturized Lab. Absolute cringe. It's upsetting. I do not like it. I do not appreciate it. So Elsa into Silk Kitty does in fact work here. This will work. Because Kitty will get the plus. Or if you guys want to do a little fancier, let's get Silk the plus. That might be more fun. Kitty... Whatever, Silk's going to be on the field to play Hundo P. Let's do this. Okay. You son of a gun. How dare ye? How dare ye with such filth? You kiss your mother with that mouth? That is disgusting, inappropriate, and I don't appreciate it. So, as a result, it's 4 cubes, baby. We got a Giganto. There's no way Gamer identifies Giganto left. Smash this. Ship this. Silk's there. Who cares? Give mid? I mean, Hydra Stomper's good, though. We got a lot of power in the cards. We do. But, move... Wait, Giganto into... I'm going to do this. I like this. Game does not want me to run Elsa. That's absolutely true. Let's try this. I like this line. If this is Shongers, I'm a bit sad. Silk gets moved around a little bit. Jostled. Wait, do we have enough? Giganto's going to kick Silk out, but we might send her back. Uh-oh. Go mid? Mid? Silk? Not our Silk. Their Silk mid. Yes! We've done it, gamers. We have done it. Look at this absolutely beautiful chef's kiss gameplay here. They played Ezekiel Sims, so it counts as an Ezekiel Sims video. But, I'll tell you, I have been somewhat unimpressed. But, we gotta cut Elsa. We wanted Elsa to work, but it's just not doing it for us, guys. I think Elsa's gotta go. So, let's make some minor adjustments.